So I'll also ask you a couple of things on there. Like this guitar, what sort of player would it be suited for? You know, it's
The good thing about this guitar, the sound of it, the measure of a good guitar is if you can plug it straight into an amplifier without any effects. The guitar's got to have beautiful tone, and this one has. This one, that's the mellow tone I was using for Yakety Yak. It's got a great sound, and the back pickup by itself. You're getting on a more of a rock sound. I'm really giving it a clean. And it holds its tune great. And the front pickup. The pickups, the way Ray's wired these too, he's got push-pull pots on it. So they're either in series or parallel. And you can hear nice subtle differences when you've got both pickups on and you put one in series. And all these pickups, normally up until a few months ago, Ray was using Damasio pickups exclusively. Now he's using EMG. I've always been an admirer of EMG pickups myself. I was one of the first guitarists in Australia to use EMG pickups over here in just about every guitar I played, and I've sworn by them. And I actually got my first set off David Briggs from the Little River Band back in about 1749 with the First Fleet. And I was really impressed with them then, and I've used them ever since. Now Ray is using them, and he's made another guitar like this, another version of the Rockstar, which has the strings going through the body, coming up. There's no tremolo; they just come straight through the body, and it's all flush against the body, and it's so comfortable to play. I played one not long ago down in Sydney, and it was very, very impressive guitar. But the good thing about Ray's guitars are they're so well made, everything's so precise, and basically they're like buying a Mercedes-Benz, aren't they? They'll probably outlive the original buyer.
When were you first introduced to his guitars, and when did you decide to have one yourself?
Well, actually, that's a good question, mate. Ray first saw myself and Tommy play at a big music expo about 30 years ago, and we were playing some. These were guitars that were made in Japan. I won't say the name, but one of them broke. The screws in the back of it that hold the tremolo and the springs in, the screws literally tore out of the timber because it was very poor quality timber. Anyway, Ray, for some reason, he just decided he was going to manufacture guitars after that. And like probably about 10 years ago, I first met Ray, and he gave me one of his guitars to play, and I was very, very impressed with it. At the time, he was still making them 100% by hand, and this guitar was like, for a locally made guitar, it was brilliant. And he's just gone on from there. He's got different models. He sells a lot of acoustics to a lot of country artists in America. And his guitars, each one's very special. They're so well made, as you can see by this one. Yeah.
And once again, if people want to get in contact or find these guitars,
you can ring, get on the website, berketaguitars.com. There'll probably be a contact number there. You can actually ring Ray, or you can send him an email and tell him what you want, and he'll build whatever you want. And we'll sign off now from Berketa Guitars.